Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Fourth of the Mile podcast. That's Nicholas Elliott. I'm JD Zaza, and welcome back. Today is college football day. We have a massive, and I mean massive, week for college football. One of the best days coming up on Saturday. If you have a multicast, now's the time to use it. Nicholas Elliott, how are you doing today?
Doing good, man. Last week, bye week for Alabama, but it was still a pretty good, pretty solid week of football. I mean, there was some interesting games. I mean, you want to get right into last week's games?
Let's do it because we just have two games to preview because we want to get as much into this upcoming week as possible. But we'll skim through some of the big games that happened.
Before we get into the two games that we had, I forgot. I just remembered one thing that we should probably talk about is how Clemson is done for.
Yeah, Clemson. They lost to Syracuse,
Yep.
and that was ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, they have no cohesion. They're a bad football team this year.
Very bad football team.
I was surprised how bad they were. I mean, obviously, I wasn't super high on Klubnik. I just thought with the ACC and that their talent, especially that defense, I thought would be really good this year. No,
Yeah.
not really.
That Garrett Riley hire is looking more and more like questionable as
And it looked like a home run hire when they got him too, because he was a hot name coming out of TCU, and then Clemson got him, and everyone's like, "Oh, Clemson might be really coming up," but it hasn't worked. Clemson's 1-3 on the year. That's something I thought I'd never say, but
Yep.
yeah, Clemson's really, really
Done
putrid.
for.
And then another thing we want to really skim over is Indiana.
Yeah.
Yikes. I mean, do you think Illinois is a top 10 team? Probably not.
I
Are
think
they a top
Illinois has got.
20? Are they a top 20 team? Yeah.
I don't know.
I
think
mean,
they might be.
Indiana,
I think Illinois might lose 4 or 5 games.
belt to rear end for Indiana.
Yeah.
And that team might be Mendoza goes up in the Heisman. He's the favorite now.
If you're an Indiana fan, you want Illinois to do good because you're really going to be relying on them because they have their two biggest games are coming up, and they're both on the road with Penn State and Oregon. So, I mean, you really want Illinois to do well, but Illinois really they got to play. They played Indiana. They play USC this weekend. They play Ohio State. They got to go to Washington. So, I mean, that could see them just kind of just tail spinning.
Yeah, I mean, Indiana, this team might be pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably better than they were last year. They could if they play like that, they could legitimately make it a game between Penn State and Oregon later in the year.
I have the game that they're playing this weekend on because this game they're playing Iowa this weekend. That's a very big letdown spot.
Yeah,
in that stadium
in Iowa.
So that's like a trap game alert. That's the game if you want to make the playoffs because I mean if they can just win all the games they should be, and this is a game they should they're favored. I mean they should win.
But it's Indiana. I mean, how often have they had the spotlight on them in football?
Yeah, second year in a row, pretty much.
All right, let's get into the two games that we wanted to discuss, and then we can get into the big week.
Yeah.
Which game would you like to start off with?
I'm going to start with the afternoon game, and then I mean more importantly, coming out of this game, John Mateer in the middle of the games broke his thumb. So
yeah, Oklahoma beat Auburn. They covered, honestly, by a safety.
Yeah.
By a safety. The big takeaways from this game were that Mateer is out. He played, according to what I read, he played almost 3 quarters with that with that injury.
I think that happened in like the first quarter. Like there was a deep ball.
It happened. It happened when he was throwing it, and an Auburn guy was right in the. It's just a bang play.
Yeah,
wasn't illegal by the Auburn guy at all.
No,
it's just injuries happen, and that's football's a physical game, and that's what happened. The second big takeaway is Oklahoma had 10 sacks on Auburn.
Yeah.
10. And I don't think it was all the offensive line's fault. I think Jackson Arnold kind of just sat there and he didn't help the offensive line all. Believe me, the offensive line wasn't the biggest issue. Wasn't great, but there's some of the sacks that he should have thrown the ball away.
They had the perfect game plan. Like they spied him. They didn't let him get all the QB runs. They literally had like the Jalen Milroe game plan.
Yeah.
And it worked to perfection.
That's probably what they watched is the Jalen Milroe game plan because they're like, can't beat him. Make him beat us through the air, and he couldn't. And the third thing is ref ball.
Yeah.
Ref ball. I mean, the SEC came out on the day after saying that, hey, the illegal substitution play, which resulted in a touchdown for Oklahoma, should have been not called. I mean, it sucks for Auburn. There were a few penalties that I thought should have gone Auburn's way, but overall, I'm not going to say that they lost because of ref ball. Arnold didn't play great.
Got to hit Cam Coleman.
He missed multiple touchdowns to Cam Coleman wide open. Oklahoma played better than Auburn, I believe. They had the bigger drives. Hell, Auburn had the lead late, and they let Oklahoma go right down the field.
Going into that game, and going into halftime, they could have very well not called that offensive pass interference because that was like a coin flip call, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean the refs were bad, but I mean, could that have maybe changed the game? Maybe, but I think Oklahoma still would have won.
Yeah,
just because of that defense, and Mateer was playing better than I thought Arnold was. I mean, it was a great effort by Auburn. Like they're a really good football team. Hell, their run defense.
They're like the number one rush defense.
Yeah, I know they're a good football team. It's just for Auburn, you really need that win way more than Oklahoma did because of what you got coming up.
Yep.
Auburn has a brutal schedule coming up. Hell, they have a massive game on the road this week, and that's probably going to be even tougher. It's a tougher place to play. But, again, more credit to Oklahoma than I would say Auburn here because they won the football game. Mateer should be the Heisman frontrunner, even though he got injured. He's been I believe the best player in football so far, college football so far. And that Oklahoma defense is one of the best units in football. The Oklahoma defense is incredible.
Yeah, their defensive line is like insane. Their secondary is kind of,
you can beat them, but
pick on them.
It's tough to beat Oklahoma.
And look, I mean, their starter is now going to be Michael Hawkins until Mateer gets healthy.
Guess what? He has playing experience.
Yeah.
It's not like you're
beat Auburn last year.
It's not like you're throwing in a freshman going in. At least Hawkins has played a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So even with Mateer, he could win you some games. I mean, they have a bye week coming up. They have Kent State, and they're hoping Mateer comes back for Texas, which is,
I think the whole country wants that to happen because
that would be the biggest Red River in years.
Yep.
But yeah, pretty good, pretty solid game. Again, the refs weren't great, but I still think Auburn could have won that game even without the refs, and they just didn't. I would more say Oklahoma's defense was the key factor in that game. I wouldn't say the refs. I mean, the refs are terrible in every game, but it was a tough game for Auburn. two good teams going at it. One team had to lose, and unfortunately for Auburn, it was them.
Yep. In other news, the night game, that was kind of rainy all night in Miami, down in Miami and Florida. And again, they played really good defense, shut down Carson Beck for most of the night. And then they got some momentum offensively finally in the second half, running the ball on the outs in the perimeter. And then Miami went back into the trenches and just won the game.
Yeah. I mean, Florida's offense was
abysmal.
Putrid. I think there was a stat that in the first half they had 62 total yards of offense.
I mean, it makes sense. They would just run, pass, 3 and out. And it was like, I think they only had like 1 or 2 first downs that whole half. I mean, it was nothing.
And the annoying thing for Florida is you played Miami pretty good. I mean, you made Carson Beck look kind of okay.
They didn't have any of their
anything, but even still, Miami still dominated that game.
All of Florida's defensive line, like they're all hurt too, and they're playing with like their second and third string guys, and they're still playing.
I mean, it's bad vibes in Gainesville. I mean, we all know it.
They're on a bye week. I mean, I could see them pulling the game out next week against Texas, but we'll get there next week.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Florida just needs something. They need life. Their fans are angry. Their boosters are angry. Their players are angry. Their coach is still going to call plays. I mean, and from Miami's side, I didn't think it was a great performance by Miami. They still won, but you should have beat Florida. I would have wanted a little more from Miami, especially their offense, especially against Florida. But
the rain kind of limited their passing attack.
But hey, win's a win. You got. Do they play this week?
I think they're off this week, and then they play FSU next week. So
yeah. Your big game is next week in Tallahassee. You're probably game day's most likely going to be going there.
And their opponent, Florida State, is playing tomorrow in a trap game against Virginia and Chandler Morris, who's they've been a really good offense so far this year.
Good news for Miami is they've got a ton of film to dissect on Florida State. They're gonna have time to get a few of their guys rested up,
and they have a guy on their team who probably should be the number 1 pick in the draft, Ruben Bain. That dude is a monster, absolute beast.
I was looking at like the top defensive recruits. Ruben Bain was like number 10 on there, and he's by far the best player of them all. I mean, that's just well done by Miami development. Really, for Miami, clean it up. I mean, it didn't look great on the offense. Your defense was really good, which is the best thing you could ask for, especially after last year. Just get ready, rest up. You got to go to Tallahassee next week, which is going to be tough.
Yeah. And it helps. I mean, Ruben Bain's getting coached by Jason Taylor, so I mean,
well, that helps.
Yeah,
that helps.
I mean, Miami. I'm very interested in that game next week because even the rain I wished it wasn't raining because you could have really seen Carson Beck air it out more to their guys.
Yeah. For in other news, really the only other thing that's worth talking about that happened last week was Mike Gundy got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost to Tulsa pretty bad. You and I talked about it over text when it happened. I was just like, you wish you could have seen him end the season. But according to a lot of reports, the AD, they hate. There's just no cohesion in between the department and Gundy. According to reports I read, they forced Mike Gundy to take a pay cut, but that money would go to the NIL. Gundy accepted, and the NIL money it didn't go to the NIL. So really, it's just no cohesion between the athletic department and there's no cohesion with the athletic department and Gundy, and they fired him.
You
They were
know, Oklahoma State and Virginia Tech are practically in the same spot.
Also, another fun fact: who did Mike Gundy replace? He was the second longest tenured coach in college football, only behind Kirk Ferentz. Guess who he replaced at Oklahoma State?
I have no idea.
Les Miles.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I think it would be interesting is if Boone Pickens was still alive, because I mean he would be like, I mean he would probably be very prominent in the NIL era with like now Oklahoma State's like on the bottom of the barrel in the NIL and the Power Five. I mean,
yeah,
they just have no answers. I mean, them in Virginia Tech. I mean, I think if you're Oklahoma State, you go get DJ Keene from Texas State.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be something like that. The rumor I've heard that I am.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
Zach Robinson.
Zach Robinson,
the OC for the Falcons.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, you're a Saints fan. I have no. I looked at that and went.
Well, really? Considering they just got 30-0 last week, and they moved him from he was up in the booth. Now he's on the field. So I mean, it seems like they don't really. It's not really working for him. So maybe he could make the jump, but very interesting. I mean, Des Bryant really wants him to.
Yeah, I mean he's a Oklahoma State alum, but
yeah,
it's just sad that Mike Gundy got canned like that. I hope he goes into TV because he'd be awesome on TV.
Yeah.
But he says he's going to coach again, and I hope he gets a coaching job somewhere. But we'll see. I mean, that's really all the big things that came out of last week. Really, compared to week 1, this was kind of a slow week, but it was the appetizer to what we've got coming up.
Yeah.
You ready to get into the games this week?
Yeah, I mean,
we're going to preview some games. At the end, we're going to go through a list of just games. I mean, heck, the best game this week would have been the best game last week.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a game in Seattle that would have been the best game of the week last week, but this week it's like, you're fifth best.
I have 9 games on for the games that we should pick this week.
Yeah. I mean, Texas Tech looked pretty good last week. That was about it.
Oh, I forgot about that game. Yeah, Texas Tech looked very good. Their backup quarterbacks look very good as well. I mean,
it looked like their offense kind of just opened up with him, but good for Texas Tech.
Utah's offense was just very inept. They were making a ton of mistakes on their own. Like they couldn't get out of their own way.
I didn't watch a ton of this game, so get your guns up. So let's get into this week's. You said there's 9 games we're going to pick.
Yeah.
All right. Where do you want to start? Where do you want to start this week? I mean, do you want to go in order? Do you want to go?
I think for the 4 games
top to bottom, or how do you want to do this?
For the 4 games we should preview this week, let's start with the appetizers. I think the first game really that's like kind of like the worst of the 4 to me is the game in Kyle Field.
All right, so you want to go with the game in Kyle Field. Got it.
Yeah.
So Texas A&M is off of bye week after taking care of Notre Dame. They get to host Auburn. Auburn, like we said, they really needed that win in Norman because everyone saw what they got to do next. Now they got to go into Kyle Field and take on Texas A&M in one of the toughest places to play. For this game, again, I don't love this spot for Auburn. Again, I don't love it, but I
think they're due for like a bounce back spot.
I also don't hate it as much as I do Norman. I do see a realistic world where Auburn wins this game.
Definitely.
It's not like last week where I was like, I don't know. This week, there's a few things I could go in favor of Auburn. Mostly their receivers going up against A&M secondary, which got torched by Notre Dame. and A&M secondary, they haven't seen anything like what Auburn's got at receiver. Cam Coleman, Eric Singleton, Malcolm Simmons. I mean, it's really the big question is how does Auburn handle a raucous environment that's even tougher than in Norman? And for A&M, same thing. Auburn secondary hasn't seen what A&M's got at receiver. A&M's loaded at receiver. They got Mario Craver. They got Casey Concepcion. They got Marcel Reed and Le'Veon Moss. That's a pretty good A&M offense. I mean, what are your thoughts on this game?
I mean, this game, I think A&M's is going to have to lean on Marcel Reed to win them this game because they're not going to be able to run the ball. Auburn's rush defense is very good. They're not going to be able to lean on Le'Veon Moss at all. And I think Auburn could have a feast. Like, they couldn't run the ball at all last week, Auburn, but A&M's defensive line is much weaker than Oklahoma's, probably just much more inexperienced because last year all their guys got drafted.
Jamari Alston's going to have a big game.
Him and Jeremiah Cobb, I think their running backs will have a big game, and then
they're going to have to really use them because that's how you win games. That's how you win games on the road. You have to establish run games.
Yeah, and I think the better QB is going to win this game. So I think Marcel Reed he's really progressed well in the passing game, and that's going to be their key of victory. I mean, keep it going, keep the momentum going. You have two of the best receivers right now in the country. I mean, you have Concepcion and Craver. I mean, they've been electric right now, and you got to think Elko. I mean, Elko watched that game. He's a very good coach, and they're going to be ready. This is A&M's
rested.
Yeah, this is their first big home game too because they've went on the road last week, or 2 weeks ago. So I mean, that crowd's going to be fired up, and it's kind of crazy. This is the fourth biggest games because I mean, last week this would have been probably the
game of the week.
Yeah,
I mean, last week game day kind of could have gone multiple places. This week, I mean, there's so many good games. Yeah. This game is currently a 6.5 point spread. A&M is currently favored by 6.5. So pretty tight game. I mean, really the SEC this week, there's not really a bad game this week.
No.
In the SEC besides UMass Missouri and Utah State Vanderbilt. I mean, let me think. I think Auburn could win this game by running the football. Running the football could be massive for them. And then anytime they go one-on-one, they see one-on-one with Cam Coleman, just throw it up to him.
Make sure you put it on the money though, because they're still getting through some kinks. I mean, Cam Coleman's top 4 receiver in the country. He's insane.
He's part of that elite class that came with Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Wingo. He's one of the big 4.
You're just waiting for that 2028 draft.
Honestly, 2027, 2028.
Yeah. Or 2027 draft, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another game that could be this game has delivered these past 2 years as one of the best games of the season. Heading into Oxford for another 2:30 kick. LSU's coming in undefeated, looking good. Ole Miss, new quarterback, Trinidad Chambliss. He's looked awesome. I mean,
guess what the spread on this game is?
It's even 1.5 in Ole Miss's favor.
I mean, that's crazy that Ole Miss is favored even.
I think really, when you kind of think about it, everybody's been kind of praising LSU's defense. I mean, it's been vastly improved. But when you think about it, look at some of the offenses they're going against. They've gone against Clemson. That offense has not been what everybody thought it was.
Everyone thought by this time. By this time it's so this defense we'll figure out what they are because they're going up against 2 elite passers.
Yeah. It's been kind of the opposite. They've kind of got this is like their true first defensive test, and I think Lane's coming in, and I mean,
and they're going to start Trinidad Chambliss.
yeah,
I mean, and he's looked awesome for
yeah.
Ole Miss.
He's much when you
It's
compare the two.
it's a good problem to have for Ole Miss. I mean,
Yeah,
back up, your Austin Simmons goes down and gets hurt, but you got this guy from D2 lighting it up. I mean, they took Tulane to the woodshed. They took Tulane to the woodshed the last time they came out and destroyed him. And that's a good Tulane team. Ole Miss just again took him out.
The difference between the two quarterbacks is Simmons has much better arm strength, much more of a pocket, just stays in the pocket QB. Dual threat is what Chambliss is. He has great speed. I mean, he can really run the ball. It's like kind of like a dart kind of. He's able to more like a John Rice Plumlee actually, but he can much better passer as well. So I mean, this game could be a high scoring again like it was in 2023.
It all depends on one thing. Depends on one thing. Does LSU wake up on offense? They have not had one good offensive game this year.
This is their prime spot to wake up because when you look,
if you count Southeast Louisiana, which
we're not counting that here.
Sure.
When you really look at it, Nuss hasn't really passed. Like his numbers aren't really he was averaging like 300 yards plus every game last year.
Yeah, I'm worried about LSU here. I think because they have no run game. It's the same problems as it was last year. They have no run game. Caden Durham's questionable for this game. And if you don't have him, then Nuss is going to have to throw 50 times. And that's not how you win games in the SEC. I mean, it's the same problem as it was last year for LSU. I mean, when Nuss had to throw 50 times, it didn't go great for LSU. I mean, the A&M game, the Alabama game, it didn't go great last year. I mean, LSU's defense is way better this year, but it doesn't help when your offense can't do anything on the run game. You've got to run the football. And LSU, they've got to establish a run game to pull this out because LSU's looks sloppy so far this year. On the offensive side,
at least take some pressure off your defense because I mean, if you're going down and scoring on like 5 plays with 2 minutes, Ole Miss is going to respond and do the same.
I'm not expecting LSU's run game to win them the game. I'm expecting them to stay balanced.
Yeah,
because you stay balanced, then Ole Miss can stack the box and you'll have the numbers in the passing game. But if you do not establish a run game, then guess what? Ole Miss can sit back with eight guys in coverage, and it's a numbers game at that point.
Yeah,
that's tough.
And when you get down to it, I mean, Ole Miss's defense, like the tape's there for their defense is still not good. Even though I mean, Retzlaff could not hit a throw when they played last week. I guess hats off to the Ole Miss defense. They shut him down, but it's like he was kind of a one-dimensional quarterback. And then Jalen Green absolutely went ballistic against him. He had an awesome game. And I think Nuss is due for a big passing game. So, I mean, I'm expecting this game to be a shootout like it was in 2023. I mean,
I hope so.
I mean, and when you see it's kind of a weird week because this week they've had the Lane Kiffin documentary that came out.
Yeah.
And his daughter is dating Whit Weeks. So, I mean.
And the daughter was the whole reason he stayed at Ole Miss instead of going to Auburn, which is kind of what we all thought, but still.
Yeah. So, this is going to be a big – I mean, if either one of these teams wants to make the playoff, they got to win this game because this is like a literal coin toss for me. I think I trust LSU's defense way more than Ole Miss's, but Ole Miss –
this is going to be a matchup. Two of the best minds in the SEC. Lane Kiffin's offense going up against Blake Baker's defense.
Yeah.
Two elite coaches going at it. It is going to be fun. It's going to be a great appetizer. I mean,
I'm expecting big games out of Barry and Brown and Aaron Anderson.
I
Because
mean,
they have not really broken out yet. They've kind of been.
holy, you know what, man? I mean, LSU Ole Miss is like one of the best games of the year usually.
Yeah.
And this is just an appetizer.
I mean, last year this game took place on the same day as Oregon and Ohio State. So they were both at the same time. So, I mean, you couldn't even like. All right. I mean, this game is still what I'm like flipping back and forth on, but I think I know. I guess tune in. Stay tuned for the picks. Now we get to the main course.
The dinner.
Yeah.
The 5-star buffet of college football at night, and you get.
Let's save. Let's get into the Big Ten.
You want to go Big Ten first?
Big Ten first. Save best for last.
All right, let's do it. Penn State. I mean, it's 1A versus 1B. I mean,
yeah.
Some people that'll think this game is the best game of the week, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this is the best game of the week. Penn State whiteout game on NBC. They finally get a night game with a big opponent, and they host Oregon. Penn State, they have to win. They have to.
They've been
have to win this football game. There is no more scenario that is not in Penn State's favor. They have the experienced quarterback. They have the home field. They have the whiteout. They have the night game. They have
running game.
One of the best defensive coordinators. They have the run game. They're facing a young team. They're facing a quarterback that doesn't play in a raucous environment like this. This has to be a Penn State win. Has to be. They have got to at least split these games to be taken seriously in the playoff, because they play in Columbus later this year, and that's going to be tough going into the shoot. This one, you have everything in front of you. I mean, Penn State's got to win this game. We both know that more pressure's on Penn State, because if Oregon loses this game, they're like, all right. I mean, they'll still be really good. They'll probably have a great season. This team will be a lot better like in December and November.
I think a lot of people are really eyeing Oregon. Like let's go back. So last year, when the Pac-12 and the Big Ten, a lot of the couple teams from the Pac-12 went to the Big Ten, they all had the long west to east travel, and that really messed with teams. Oregon never really had that. Their two furthest road games last year were to Purdue and Wisconsin. And you remember that Wisconsin game last year when they had to they snuck out of that game. So this is really their first true cross-country travel. Like they're going all the way to Happy Valley from Eugene. And something that Oregon, and it's Dante Moore's, like you said, first true road game. I mean, he's not – when you think of just a first true road game, okay, you can go to like Indiana or Illinois. That crowd will be pretty loud. I mean, you're going up against one of the loudest stadiums in the country and a whiteout. I mean,
probably the most intimidating environment, a lot of people say, besides LSU and
LSU or the Big House.
I'd say LSU at 9 and Penn State are the two you hear the most of. Yeah, it's one of those.
I think also like on the Penn State side of things, everybody's they haven't dominated like lower, like worse competition. Well, they haven't really shown anything. They just vanilla.
Everything for Oregon.
They're saving everything.
Of course, they saved everything for Oregon.
And Oregon's running their rush defense has not been very good this year, and now you're going up against two of the best running backs in the country, Katron Allen and Nick Singleton. So this game, I feel like everybody's eyeing Oregon.
Nick Foles gets to go up against Will Stein for a third time.
Yeah, and we all know how the first time
Will Stein won. Second time, Knowles destroyed him. What happens this third time?
Yeah.
Different team, two different teams.
Yep. And I mean, yeah, like you said, this is really Penn State's to lose. Like, and like Oregon still has a really good team, regardless of what the outcome is, unless Penn State just mauls Oregon, which I don't think is going to happen. I think it's going to be a one-score game. And I think the inexperience at quarterback with Dante Moore is going to be the difference in this game. Is like Auer has done the same things over and over again. It's like usually he has a big turnover or something. They can't complete a pass. He needs to step up. This is his time. There's going to be tons of NFL scouts there for him. I mean, this is your time to perform, man. I mean, the brightest lights. You gotta. You're supposed to be your team's year right here. I mean,
this has got to be a Drew Aller Heisman type game.
Yeah,
has to be.
Or you just give the ball, or your highlights are just handing the ball off to your running backs.
Or that.
Yeah.
Really, the big difference for me is going to be can these Penn State wide receivers show up? Because if they don't show up, then Oregon has a chance to win this game.
Yeah, who's going to be that?
Even if the run game dominance, again, you can stack the box.
Yeah,
Penn State has not had a good wide receiver on their team since probably Jahan Dotson.
And then again, they don't even have like a notable pass catcher. Like they don't have a Tyler Warren in there.
No.
On that offense, and he's been like one of the big breakout stars in the NFL already. So it's like I agree with you on that 100%. It's like who's going to come up and make a big third down completion for Penn State to keep a drive alive, especially that regardless, even if it's Dante Moore's first big road start, there's still a dynamic offense regardless. Yeah. It doesn't matter who you put at quarterback. That offense is still one of the best in the country, and they always have been, especially that school, Oregon. I mean,
and for Oregon, Mekhi Hughes is going to have to show up big. Sadiq, their tight end that torched Penn State last year, is going to have to show up big again. Dante Moore. Ja'Cory Moore, this could be his breakout game for Oregon because obviously Evan Stewart's out. Malik Benson could have a big game for Oregon as well. I have no idea what Penn State's secondary is. I mean, let's be real. I haven't watched a lot of Penn State this year.
This is everybody's first game besides if you're a Penn State fan that you'll be tuning into a Penn State.
And a lot of people's first game for Oregon as well.
Yeah. I mean, both teams haven't really played anybody. Let's be real. So the two Power 5 teams that Oregon has faced are probably two of the worst teams in the Power 5 this year. Like Oregon State 0-4, Oklahoma State, everybody knows the dumpster fire there. So it's like they've kind of really faced even competition when you kind of – it's really both teams' first big test.
Yeah, of the year. I mean, you expect Penn State to win this game because of all the experience and everything else.
Yeah.
Maybe James Franklin's snake bit. Maybe Oregon pulls it out because Dan Lanning's a really, really good football coach.
I mean, what are you out of these 4 games? I could see both teams like
this game. I expect this game to be a Big Ten slugfest.
I mean, I'm not even gonna be paying attention to this game. It's gonna makes me mad.
I know. I mean, I'll probably flip back and forth.
You just have to watch the highlights.
For the game. Probably both of us will be flipping there on commercial breaks and halftime. But I mean, obviously, we've got a big game as well. I mean, this is arguably the game of the year last year, along with Ohio State, Oregon 1.
Yeah.
Georgia, Alabama.
Yeah, Georgia's been a wagon.
Here we go again. A few key points from this game. 1, the student section is going to be blackout. Georgia, though, I don't think they're gonna wear red. They're gonna wear red. Second point. This is the first time Alabama's gone to Athens in the Kirby Smart era. The last time they played in Athens was 2015, the year Derrick Henry ran over Georgia in the rain, and Kirby Smart was the DC of Alabama at the time.
Yep. Another thing about Georgia entering this game, they have 33 wins in a row at home. I think it's dating back to 2019.
Yeah, the last time they lost was a double overtime loss to Will Muschamp, South Carolina.
Yep, I remember that game. Missed field goal.
The last time they lost at home. They haven't lost at home in a long, long time.
Then again, when you kind of go through the years, they really haven't been tested at home. Like all of their games have been kind of all their big games have been on the road.
You could argue a few Tennessee games here and there.
Yeah, I mean last year's Tennessee game was big.
And then that year they hosted Hendon Hooker. They just
But the keys, I think Ernest Green is doubtful. Their starting guard.
Their starting tackle is doubtful.
Yeah, starting tackle. Sorry.
He's doubtful for the game, so I'm not expecting him. For Alabama, you're going to get Jam Miller back and Tim Keenan back.
Yeah.
That's huge for Alabama. You lost Jamarian Latham to a nickname.
Prayers to him. That was scary.
Thankfully, he's okay. Prayers up to Jamarian Latham for a quick.
And he was coming off an injury already, so I mean, he like a double whammy right there. I mean, you don't want to see that.
But this is a massive, massive game. I mean, both teams have pressure on them, but I'd probably say Alabama's got more pressure on them.
I
mean, they both have
both.
Pressure.
I mean, you have the Kalen DeBoer pressure, and then you have the Kirby Smart. He can't beat Alabama pressure. I mean, I think it's like 1-5, maybe
1-6.
1-6. Yeah, I mean
1-6. He's 0-1 against Kalen DeBoer.
I think the way that Alabama beats Georgia is kind of going off what Tennessee did to put them in. You got to attack that secondary. I mean, you have Ryan Williams, Jeremy Bernard, Watsier Brooks, Isaiah Horton, Rico Scott. You have to attack that secondary. I mean, the run game may not be there, and you got to utilize Jam Miller in the passing game. I mean, I can already picture a wheel route touchdown. I mean, it happened last year.
It happened the past 2 times they played each other. Wheel route, SEC championship, wheel route last year. The big thing for this game is who establishes the run game better.
Yeah,
I think Georgia probably going to, because they have Gunnar Stockton, who's pretty much Tim Tebow.
Nate Frazier is a very underrated running back.
Yeah, they've got multiple guys there. Alabama has to
get off to a good start.
Because they are
on both sides. Because
they haven't been going on the road in years, especially under DeBoer. I mean, Oklahoma, Vanderbilt. Just go down the list of the games. Alabama's a completely different team on the road. You saw it in Tallahassee.
Yeah. Then again, the big games is when Alabama shows up on the road, though. You had the LSU game on the road last year where Alabama showed up in a big way off a bye.
I'm not expecting Alabama to lay an egg here. I mean, it's Alabama versus Georgia.
You're not going to get the effort that was shown in the first game. And I think the big key is I think the offense is going to come out ready. Like they came out week 1 and they were on fire in that first drive, but they're not going to be able to establish the run against a Georgia team like that. Yeah, they're going to have to try to, but it's going to have to be won from Ty Simpson, his great decision making that he's had these first couple weeks. I mean, another stat that I saw today that I was on Twitter is how Georgia's linemen have 0 sacks. So it's just like how Alabama was 2 weeks ago against Wisconsin, where they had 0 sacks cutting in as a lineman group, and they feasted.
I will say this, though. Alabama's defensive line has had really good pressure. They just haven't gone home until against Wisconsin. Obviously, both these teams are off a bye, so they're going to have all the film they want, all the game plan they want. I mean, no one's going into this game going – I mean, even for the loser of this game, you're not out.
No.
You're out. Even Alabama.
You would be sitting a lot better. I think if you're at Georgia and you lose this game, you're sitting a lot better because you still have that 1 loss. If Alabama loses your 2 losses, and you got to win out. And
you got to win out. You'd have to play Vanderbilt, Missouri, Tennessee, South Carolina, LSU, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Illinois and Auburn to just make the freaking playoff.
You got like 3 playoff teams right there.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be one. This game is going to be like which strong suit of the team shows up. Is it going to be Alabama's offense or is it going to be Georgia's defense? Because we still know that both of the teams' strong suits are.
I also think Georgia, because of last year, went on the portal and just loaded up on receivers there.
Yeah.
Alabama's secondary better not sleep because Zach Branch, London Humphreys, and Colby Young are coming.
And you still have Noah Thomas as well.
And they are going to be a problem. They could be a big problem for Alabama. But again, it's Alabama, Georgia. I'm not expecting.
I wonder. Do you think they'll pull the plug on? Do you think they'll make a change at offensive line?
Who?
Alabama.
It depends. It depends on how Formby plays. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously Michael Carroll should start. He should start, but they'll play it by ear.
Yeah. I think the defense, I wonder how they're going to defend Georgia here because, like Stockton likes to run sometimes. It's not like his strong suit like it was with Castellanos or Pavia the way, or even Arnold the way Alabama's lost these past road games.
They got to spy him.
Yeah. But then again, it's going to be Kane Womack versus Mike Bobo, which coordinator steps up.
Both fan bases have had
hatred towards both.
Let's say questionable, let's say very interesting things said about them. Georgia fans.
I think Georgia fans might be a little bit more right than Alabama fans are in terms of their.
Both have had their strong games and their bad games. I mean, Bobo had a great game against Tennessee, but
I don't think you cannot step your foot off the gas of your either team, because what happened 2 weeks ago when Georgia went down by 21-7 to Tennessee, they came right back. I mean, you can never count Georgia out, especially last year. Last year, these two teams, it was 28-7 at half.
Yeah.
And everybody thought the game was over, and Carson Beck had 300 passing yards in the second half. It was one of the best second half performances you'll see. You cannot let your foot off the gas in this game. No. Offensively, defensively, you have to, especially on the road. I mean,
it's hard to win on the road in the SEC. I mean, everyone's is Georgia weak now? It's no, it's just hard to win on the road in the SEC.
Yeah.
Especially in places like Neyland.
But that secondary for Georgia, I think if we're going off different units that are better, I would say Alabama's secondary is probably better than Georgia's.
I would say, but then their front seven's better than Alabama's front seven. So
definitely.
They both have their strengths, both have their weaknesses.
Who would you get the edge to on
this is going to be the most talent you'll see on a field this year, because over the past 5 years, both Alabama and Georgia have been the top recruiting classes in the country.
Yeah. If you're an NFL scout, just in all 4 of these games, there's even more games across the country, but it's these 4 key games that we were talking about. You better hope you have a big scouting department, because you might have to send one to every game.
Honestly, I mean,
one to all these 4 games.
I mean, we obviously ended off here, but I mean, heck, I'm going to read off some games that we missed because we don't have time.
We'll get to them in the picks. I mean,
Florida State, Virginia, Friday night, tight game. TCU going to Arizona State after winning the Iron Skillet. Big Big 12 game. Huge game there.
USC and Illinois.
Notre Dame, Arkansas at 11 a.m.
Notre
Dame's only a 4.5-point favorite. Arkansas is not an easy game. Big noon kickoff. Undefeated USC doing a cross country trip to Illinois.
Yeah, at 11 a.m. too, so 9 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah. Obviously, Ole Miss, LSU, Indiana, going to Iowa.
Yeah,
Iowa used to be known as where dreams go to die in the Big Ten.
It still could be.
Ready to get in? Number 1, Ohio State goes to Washington.
That's a trap game.
And it's a massive trap game. Damon Williams could put his name in the Heisman. Tennessee goes to Starkville, Mississippi State. That's a tough game.
Yeah, that won't be easy.
That's not a fun one for Heupel and his team. Let me see what else did I miss.
BYU at Colorado.
Kentucky, South Carolina is a really good SEC game, and then BYU going to Colorado.
Yeah.
I mean, holy crap!
You just named off almost every game I have on the picks.
I know.
You ready to get into it?
But again, there's so many good games this week that I really recommend people who have quad boxes go there.
Well, yeah. Last week, I mean, last week we lost a couple of games. I think we lost 3 games, both of us. Or you may have lost 4. I lost 3. But I forgot about this game, the Michigan-Nebraska game. I mean, that was.
I don't have much to say. It's Nebraska being Nebraska.
They're cursed. All right. Speaking of the Friday night game you mentioned, we'll start our picks there. Horned Frogs, Josh Hoover and company head to Sam Leavitt after Sam Leavitt and company at Arizona State just escaped out of Baylor. Who do you got?
Arizona State. I got Arizona State.
I think I might.
Going into Tempe it could be a death sentence.
I kind of like
it's
TCU.
Tough. I mean, TCU could be just back to what they were in 23. Very, very easily could, but right now I think, or 22. My bad.
Yeah, 22.
22. But I like Arizona State in Tempe.
Yeah, I think their big key of this game is Arizona State. Like, they haven't really opened up their passing game yet. It's been kind of just been running it. And Jordan Tyson's going to be a big key in this game. And offensively for TCU, Eric McAllister's coming off like a 250-yard receiving game. That was like his breakout game.
Very much so.
I like the Horned Frogs in this game. They're going to get their running back. I think Imani Bailey's back. He wasn't available last week. And I don't know, man. I just like Josh Hoover. He's a great QB. He played like average last week, and then I'm kind of worried about that ASU. I mean, the ASU held down Sawyer Robertson, but I mean, you're going up against probably an even more explosive offense, but in the Horned Frogs. This would be a good game. This would be a very, very good game to start the weekend. All right, wake up, Californians! You better wake up early for this game because you got to head to Champaign, Illinois, for big noon. Does Illinois bounce back?
No.
Yeah.
Right on. USC is on a roll right now.
Yeah, they're running
underrated teams in college football, and that's crazy to say with USC.
Yeah,
but
I watched their game last week at night, and their offense was like clicking. Mayava looks very good. Their running game looks very good.
Has been the perfect player in Lincoln Riley's system.
Their defense is getting better, it's more competent, but they're still giving up the big plays. Yeah. So, I mean. Luke Altmaier. And then Illinois' defense just got rinsed for like 60 points. So I mean, you're not looking. This game I didn't put on it until you mentioned it. Notre Dame heading into Arkansas. Arkansas should have won last week, but late fumbles costed the Hogs on a potential game-winning drive against Memphis. That was a pretty solid game.
Yeah.
What do you got in this game?
Notre Dame. Wow. Their defense will make a play.
I want to take
Arkansas.
I want to take Arkansas, but I think I'm going to switch back
in the slightest. I believe Notre Dame's defense will make a play to escape Fayetteville with a win.
I think I'm going to lean Notre Dame right now. I'm going to take Notre Dame on here.
You are going to take
Notre Dame's going to win. I think Jeremiah Love, because Memphis was gashing Arkansas last week in the run game, and then Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price. Yeah. I mean, they could have a field day. It depends if their Denbrock wants to use them or not. But
yeah,
and here's where we start the 2:30 window in a game that you mentioned. Ohio State heads out west to Seattle to face off against Washington. I mean, Ohio State's I think favored by 7.5, 8.5. I might have to pick the upset here.
I'm not going to do it because I think Ohio State's going to play. I think Ohio State's offense versus Washington's defense could be a problem.
Yeah. I think this game is close.
I think Washington covers, though.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be – I should have done this as a spread game, but I think Ohio State close. I think it'll be like a 7-point game.
Yeah, Ohio State better wake – this is a trap game for Ohio State.
I'm interested to see how Sayan does on the road because, I mean, he was all right.
Had a great game this year. I mean, honestly, he's been great against the Cupcakes, but –
So maybe it does give a little bit more confidence. I mean, Washington is coming off the Apple Cup, and they were kind of in a shootout with Washington.
It's a cross-country trip.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of at 2:30, though. It's not like I guess last year they went out to Oregon though, and they performed very well, and they lost in that last. All right, the coin flip game of the week in Oxford. You have Ole Miss or you have LSU?
Ole Miss. Ole Miss gets revenge from last year. I don't like LSU's run game. Ole Miss will stay more balanced.
Yeah.
That will be the factor.
Give me Blake Baker. Blake Baker defense is going to come up here, even though they haven't faced anyone elite yet. This is their first. I mean, this is technically their third test against a pretty decent
offense. That Chambliss is playing.
Yeah.
Some of the best football in the sport right now.
He is playing very good, but I got Nussmeier. He's going to be the reason they win this game. He hasn't had a 300-yard game yet.
I just want an entertaining game, but before my stress takes over.
Yeah. Here's another game that at 2:30. I mean, there's like 4 good games at 2:30 in the 3 o'clock window, so you might as well just have the multi-view up already.
Pretty much.
Auburn and Kyle Field. I think the crowd makes a difference here. I'm going to take the Aggies, but I think Auburn. I could very well see a world where Auburn wins because their run game gets back on track. But I just really like what Marcel Reed has done. I mean, A&M's defense has been very questionable, but if it gets to a shootout, I like A&M because they won it last time against Notre Dame. You agree with me?
I trust Reed more than I do Arnold.
Yeah,
and A&M's defense will. I mean, this is gonna be a close game. Auburn's gonna play with their hair on fire, but A&M, the rest is gonna help A&M with this game. I got the Aggies.
Yeah,
that's my take.
Right. As you said earlier, this place is where dreams go to die. Indiana, after a 62-10 win, I think it was 62 or 63, one of the two, heads to Kinnick Stadium. Does Kirk Ferentz, if you lose to Kirk Ferentz in 2025, I mean, even though it's on the road, they have no offense still. I mean, actually, they scored 42 points last Friday against Rutgers. I'll give them that.
I'm going Iowa.
Yeah, I was actually going to take Iowa with you because, I mean,
Indiana proved me wrong. You proved me wrong last week, I believe. I picked Illinois last week.
You picked Illinois last week, yeah.
Hey, prove me wrong again. Maybe me picking against you helps Indiana. But
this
right now, Iowa.
This is our upset pick of the week for both of us. I think this is just walking in. It's just giving me like the Ohio State game.
It's walking into a trap after a massive win.
It's like when Ohio State visited Iowa, or like Ohio State went into Purdue. I mean, I could see like Mendoza, like that Iowa defense. I don't care for in 2025. That Iowa defense is still very good. I mean, Rutgers moved the ball pretty well in them last week. I didn't watch the game much, but they did put up some points.
If they can make it into a sloppy Big Ten football game, then I like Iowa here.
Yeah.
If this turns into a shootout, then obviously Indiana is going to Indiana.
Yeah.
But I got Iowa. That's walking into a trap after an emotional, big, massive win.
Yep. Now we start. Oregon, Penn State.
You go first on this one.
All right. Give me Penn State. Like I said, it's the first true road game for Dante Moore heading into a whiteout. Penn State hasn't shown much offensively. They haven't really revealed their cards.
Penn State. In a rematch, I maybe would go the other way, but
yeah, if they play again,
This has to be Dane Franklin's win. I mean, one of these dice rolls has to go his way. I got Penn State in a whiteout, big game.
Here we go. I know where we're both probably picking on this game, but give us a reason. Why is Alabama going into Athens and winning? Or do you have Alabama losing in this game?
this is a coin toss game for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you obviously know where I want to go here, but
yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
No.
All right.
No. Alabama's gonna win this game because Ty Simpson's gonna go put himself in the Heisman race.
That's why I like.
Gonna dissect Ty Simpson's gonna dissect Georgia's secondary. If they can just get some run game,
if you can get like 2 to 3 yards, if you can get like 3 yards a carry, you're sitting nice.
And also, Ryan Grubb. Georgia hasn't faced Ryan Grubb yet.
No.
You faced Nick Sheridan. You made Nick Sheridan look like a genius.
Yeah.
So
I agree with. I think the better quarterback is going to win this game. Whichever quarterback.
I also think Bama's secondary. If they can stop the run, at least contain the run game. I like Bama's secondary more than I do Georgia's this year.
Yeah.
I believe Bama's secondary has the players to eliminate some of these big play receivers for Georgia.
Yeah.
Again, it's on the road, and I know Bama's on the road, but if I'm going to go down, I'm going down with my team.
And it's a big game on the road.
Roll Tide. And if Alabama wins this game, Georgia might actually be snake bit against Alabama. I have no clue.
Yeah.
Because Alabama's broken Georgia's 29-game win streak. They've broken their SEC win streak in the regular season. They have cost Georgia probably two more national championships.
Yeah.
Again, I think, and Alabama is in desperation mode way more than Georgia is. I think Bama's going to be pissed. And I excuse my language, but I think they're going to be pissed because everyone's picking Georgia.
Yeah.
It's the one time where I actually think Alabama is going to be angry and an underdog. Also, Kevin DeBoer's wearing the black hoodie, so the symbiote's coming out. The symbiote's coming out.
Yeah. All right.
I'm going down with my team. I don't care.
There's only one late night game on Saturday, and it's BYU heading into Boulder. I think I'm going to take the upset here and take Colorado. I liked Caden Salter got the starting job back last week and looked pretty solid. And
BYU.
You got BYU. BYU went all the way to, I think they played Coastal Carolina last week and they dominated on the road.
Yeah. BYU's also on the rise. Again, a lot of these teams in the Big 12. Texas Tech's got the spotlight, but there's a lot of teams in here that could.
I think BYU's really waiting.
One of them plays Friday night. Do you know Houston?
Two of them play Friday night.
You know Houston's undefeated?
Yeah, I do know that. Willie Fritz going into this is kind of a trap game for them, though.
Connor Wegman and Houston, if they win this game, it'll be undefeated Texas Tech against undefeated At Who would have thought that at the start of the year in the Big 12? But
they're kind of been heading into a trap game going against a winless Oregon State team. It's kind of a weird,
possibly
trap game. All right, I like BYU's quarterback Bear Bachmeier, or one of the notes Bachmeier is the last name, but he's kind of rocks like a weird number. It's kind of like a QB number, and it's kind of throws me off. But I think they're waiting. Like, this is their team, but they're building for next year when they get Ryder Lyons coming in.
All right, I have a question for you before we leave.
All right,
what's the most likely upset you think?
Most likely, like, what do you?
Most likely upset you think?
Like, what would you consider upset here? Like,
you take it any way you want. Take this any way you want. Most likely upset.
All right, I'll give one. Penn State. Penn State beating Oregon. That's not an upset because Penn State's favored.
You could
give me Iowa over Indiana.
Iowa over Indiana?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just throwing me off. This game is very weird to me. I guess that's kind of like an out of the radar upset, but I could see TCU walking into Arizona State and winning.
Yeah,
that's like the most likely. That's the most likely, and then like further out, that one I could see happen is Iowa, even though I picked them. But it's like Iowa. It's just a weird game.
One that I could see happen, I don't think it will, but I wouldn't be surprised if. What if Mississippi State in Davis Wade beats Tennessee? It's one of those weird games where Tennessee.
A weird kickoff. It's 3:15. That's very weird.
Weird, and it's in Starkville.
But I think Tennessee's they're playing for their lives because they already got that one loss. So I mean, their offense, Mississippi State's defense.
Yeah, and that's where I'm like, you better wake up. Tennessee better not take the teams.
No, because Mississippi State's offense is still very explosive. So it's like I think this game could end up being like
two teams going at it. They both run beer and shoot.
And I trust Tennessee's defense more to get a stop.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I think that's a legitimately sneaky game.
That is a very sneaky game.
And then,
all right. You got any other game?
Finally, who do you think is going to be the player that breaks out this week? Who could probably be in that Heisman race? Because obviously this week the big games is where Heisman favorites come out. I mean, Mateer looked great against Michigan. He propels up to number 1.
Well, this guy has not. This guy was everybody's Heisman winner to go into the season. He hasn't played good at all. Nussmeier. He's played average. He's played average. He hasn't had like a eyes popping. Like, oh my gosh, he threw for how many? Like he hasn't had like a 350-yard plus game yet. I think this is a game where he kind of explodes. Has like 4 or 5 passing touchdowns. I think him or Ty. I mean, if they want to make a jump in the Heisman race, these are the games to do it on the road.
Yeah.
Silence a crowd.
Ty or Gunner could.
Yeah, either quarterback.
Heisman race.
I mean, Chambliss, if Chambliss wins, he could put himself in there.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Smith with a big game against Washington could very well.
Dante Moore.
Yeah. Dante Moore's been putting
I think the player that has the most of the game is Damon Williams. If they beat Ohio State, he will be number 1. He will be number 1. And I'm super high on Damon Williams at Washington.
Oh, yeah. All right. That'll wrap up. Fourth mile.
We've gone for about an hour plus. That's how good this week is. I mean,
it's worth it.
Have fun this week, everyone. This is going to be a fun one.
Yep. We're signing off. We'll be back. Probably tomorrow. We'll be back for NFL. We didn't get to it earlier this week.
Yeah, but I had personal stuff I had to do. I had to do some traveling, but I'm back now.
Yeah, we'll be back on schedule, but hope you guys have a great weekend. JD Zaza, Nicholas Elliott, we're signing off from the 4th and the Mile podcast.
Peace.